Thanks. This was actually my brother's jacket. I barely even knew him, and he probably barely even knew I existed. Alright, listen. Growing up, it was just my mom and I. She'd vaguely mention my dad from time to time, but wasn't ever much. She tried to tell me it didn't matter. One day, she let slip that he wasn't around because he apparently had a family of his own. You'd think I'd get upset, right? Well, call me young, naive, stubborn, foolish, selfish even. But I just loved the idea of there being this whole other ready-made family I could maybe just slip right into. I kept begging my mom to tell me who they were. I didn't understand why she would hide them from me. She let the name slip out once, in a conversation I happened to overhear. Took me a bit to figure out where they lived, or at least where I thought they might live. God, I was such a dumb kid. Once I thought I knew where they lived, I'd go and just, watch their house. Part of me wanted to go and knock on their door and, I don't know, not exactly sure what I was hoping for. Anyway, all I could manage was to just go and hover and watch. Scared to make my mom mad, scared that it was the wrong house, scared to have my half-baked dreams shattered, even if I was too far in my own delusional denial to fully realize that last one. Reggie and I talked once. We'd actually spotted each other a few times. It wasn't like I was the stealthiest or most subtle of children. Each time he saw me, he'd wave and send me a bright smile. That smile would always make my day better. Well, I guess he got worried about me. So he actually tried to cheer me up. He didn't press for any information about what I was doing, just tried to make me feel better. It was really something else. Honestly, I thought he'd be annoyed. Here was this dumb kid being a weird hovering nuisance in his life, yet he just tried to make sure I was okay. Really stuck with me. And made it all the harder for me to push away those silly, childish dreams of a bigger family. It was a week or two later, the next time I went back to the house. His mom answered the door. She looked so distant. Didn't even question why some random kid was on her doorstep. Didn't even wait for me to speak, just showed me to her phone, mumbled something about being quick, and disappeared further into the house. It was as I shuffled inside that I spotted his jacket. This jacket. Just sort of lying there. Every time I'd seen him before, he'd have this jacket with him, so I was confused to find it like it had been forgotten. Then his dad got home. And almost immediately, the yelling started. I have never felt so small and unseen in my entire life. There I was watching this man I deluded myself into believing could be my father just yell and scream at this woman. So much shattered inside me. I wanted to leave so badly, but I didn't dare move. Didn't want to risk getting their attention. That was the first, maybe the only time I've witnessed a fight like that. Then my brain finally registered what they were screaming about, and somehow it got so much worse. It was him. They were arguing about Reggie, about whose fault it was among so many awful things I wish I could just forget. That's actually how I learned that Reggie had died. That bright sunshine hope for a brother was gone, and they were using it as an excuse to attack each other. God, I don't know why I'm unloading all of this on a stranger. I haven't even told my own mom about it. I don't remember leaving. Hell, I don't even remember when I'd started running. Didn't even realize I'd taken his jacket with me until I got home. but there was no way I was going back to that house. So, in all my infinite 8-year-old wisdom, I decided that since his parents didn't want him, I was going to keep him. He was my brother, and no one was going to take him away from me. A silly thing to decide after sharing a handful of greetings in one conversation, but I like to believe he showed me a lot about compassion and kindness in those brief moments, especially given the context. It's an example I try to live up to, and a decision I stand by to this day. No regrets.